All right, good morning, everybody. This is Pharmacist Keith with the Healthy Lifestyle Champions Call. I want to welcome everybody to the call this morning, and I hope you're having a fantastic week. It's been fantastic in my part of the country, and just enjoying every day what I'm doing. Since I decided to take this business to the next level and decided to go pro with it, it's just been amazing. I want to congratulate all of you on your decision to join the network marketing industry. You're going to love the freedom and the flexibility that come with being a business owner in this industry. I hope that this training will serve you as a roadmap for you that will lead you from where you are today to where you want to go to accomplish your goals. Within this training, we're going to walk through the process of building a successful network marketing business in a simple step-by-step, easy-to-follow format. And as you get started, I want to encourage you to be coachable, to open your mind to a new way of doing business. One of the most valuable lessons that I've learned in my life is that if you want to be successful, then the smartest thing you can do is listen and learn from those who are successful. Then go out and apply what you've learned with excellence. I can assure you that the more coachable you are and the more committed you are to your own excellence, the more successful you're going to likely become. I want to emphasize another critical point. If you're going to build a large organization of business partners, you've got to accept the concept that duplication is going to play a major role in your ultimate success. Remember, folks, winners never quit and quitters never win. So as we journey through this training, we're going to go through each cycle one step at a time. You can apply what you've learned as we go and help you begin developing your new business. Then you're going to teach the system to each of your new business partners one step at a time. And lastly, you're going to train your new business partners how to teach it to their business partners. So the duplication process continues. It's just a simple step-by-step system duplicated by everybody who joins your team. The system will work because it's based on the fundamentals of how to build a successful network marketing business. You've got to recognize that you will set the pace for your entire team. You are the president and CEO of You Incorporated. You're the leader of the team. What you do is what others will do as they follow and duplicate your leadership. So one of the most important factors in building a successful network marketing business is to follow a proven system that will create leveraged income for you and for everybody that joins your team. It's got to be a system that your business partners can easily follow as they walk in your footsteps. Now, we've covered a lot of material so far over the last 2 weeks. Today we're going to move on to the fifth step, which is called Gain a Positive Decision. And just like it sounds, in this step, you're going to gain valuable insights in how to get a positive decision. And I don't know if we'll get to the very last step next week. If we don't, I will put a video up on that. So anyhow, want to encourage you to go to the training website, bestnetfun.com. That's B as in boy, ESTNETFUN.com. I want to highly encourage you to get that book, which I don't know what I did with now. Eric Worre's book, Go Pro, the 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. I want to highly encourage you to get that book and read that book and learn everything you can from the book. There's links on my training site everywhere to that book. In fact, every blog I have, every training system that I have, every Dr. Wallach video that I've got posted up there, I've got links to that book. So I highly encourage you to get that book. I also encourage you to download the Cycle of Duplication manual. That's what we've been working through. And also download the 90 for Life training manual. Use the tools. Teach your team to use the tools and then duplicate. So anyway, let's get on with today. Today we're going to talk about gaining a positive decision. After you've introduced your business to other people, your next step is to determine whether they're open to learning some more. For those of you, that the people want to have, seem to have more interest, your goal will be to take them through a logical, belief-building decision to join your business. The more effective you are at leading them through the process, the more people you're going to add to your team. The days of using the salesman's selling tactics to close people to purchase your product or service or to join your business are over. Gaining Positive decisions is about treating people with respect and courtesy. It's about being interested instead of interesting. Today, people do business with people they like, trust, and believe can actually help them with their needs. So after another important factor to remember is that you're looking for business partners with whom you will work with for many years. This business is about finding the right people who truly have a need or desire for the benefits offered by longevity and then working together in a win-win relationship. There's 3 tests for you. Your success is getting positive decisions from your prospective business owners. It's going to be primarily based on the following things. First, how successful you've been at building a relationship with them. The more the people connect with you, the more likely they're going to want to do business with you. Second is how effective you've been in identifying their needs and desires and helping them understand how your business can help them accomplish those things. And then third, how perceptive you are, how perceptive you've been at pinpointing what they need to know in order to make a positive decision and then providing them with that information. If you follow these 3 simple principles, you'll find that getting a positive decision will be comfortable and uncomplicated. I want to go over a 5-step formula for gaining a positive decision. This is a clear-cut and proven formula for gaining positive decisions that produces the best results. It's also comfortable, it's time efficient, and it's a logical process. So first, you got to strengthen your relationships with the prospective business partners. What do you believe is the number one factor in people's decision to start their business with your company? Is it your company, your product or service, your training and support, your company's management team, or your sales tools? Well, the answer is none of the above. It's you. If people don't feel a connection with you, it doesn't matter how good your business is. They won't join it. And if they do join, they will bypass you and work directly with one of your upline partners with whom they do feel a connection with. This business is all about relationships. Building meaningful relationships are not only necessary for people to choose to work with you, but they're also the glue that holds your business together. If you treat the people as friends rather than objects from which you'll earn a profit, you'll be much more successful in the business. So you need to strengthen that relationship. And Tom Chenault does a very good job at emphasizing that with the coffee shop interview. I mean, this is fantastic. You can go to his website, Masters of Enrollment, and download the coffee shop interview. And I highly encourage you to do that and use it all the time. It helps keep you on track to being, as he always says, interested instead of interesting. Okay, so the next step in the formula for getting a positive decision is to identify people's reasons for considering your business. By understanding why people have an interest in your business, you can customize your presentation and your comments so that you can show them how they can achieve their goals. If it's not obvious from your conversations why they're considering your business, just ask simple questions like, "Hey, Terry, why would you consider doing a business such as this?" Encourage them to talk about their needs, their desires, and concerns that your business may help them address. Have them elaborate on each point and listen carefully. Often there's a list of reasons, and you want to make sure that you understand each of their top reasons. Here's an example. This lady wants to build a college fund. So suppose you've got a prospect, her name is Sue, and she's considering starting her own business because she wants to start a college fund for her 2 children. Now, you know her number one reason for looking at your business because most of the time, the first reason people give is their top reason. So you compliment her for going the extra mile to help ensure a good education for her kids. Then you show an interest in her children by asking about them. She'll gladly share because, like all parents, she's proud of her kids. So after discussing the importance of saving money for her children's college fund, ask her what other goals she'd like to accomplish by starting her own business. As she shares her key motivating factors one at a time, write them down. Be intentional about getting her to talk about these points in a way that gets her excited about them. The more passionate your prospects are about achieving the things that are important to them, the more likely they'll be to join your business. Another benefit that comes from showing an interest in the things that are important to people is that it strengthens your relationship. So now step 5 in gaining a decision is to determine what your prospective business partners need to know about the business so they can make a decision. By understanding exactly what a person needs to know in order to make that decision, you can then focus your time discussing those things rather than guessing what they need to know. Here's some possible questions that you can ask. Hey Susan, based on the information you've reviewed so far, what else do you think you need to know? Or even, hey Ron, based on the information you've reviewed thus far, what else do you need to know in order to make a decision as to whether this is something you would have an interest in pursuing? All right, this one's the one I really like. Hey Pam, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rank your level of interest? Now if Pam says it's an 8 or above, then you say, Pam, if your interest level is an 8, then you're probably ready to get started. The only way you'll reach a 10 is when you begin building your business and start seeing the results. Do you feel there is something you still need to know, or would you like me to explain your next step? If their decision interest level is maybe a 6 or 7, what is it you don't know or understand, but if you did, could increase your interest level? Or if she's a 5 or less, you might be wasting your time and assume she's, wasn't properly introduced into the business. So you need to kind of dig down and find out what it is that's made her at that lower level. So anyway, when people tell you what else they need to know, understand that oftentimes there's more than one thing they need to know. As an example, if Pam said she needs to know more about the company, ask Pam, other than learning more about the company, is there anything else that you need to know? If she says that she needed more information on the compensation plan, then I'd be happy to help you understand any aspect of the compensation plan that's important to you, Pam. Other than learning more about the compensation plan and more about the company, is there anything else on your mind that you feel you need to learn more about? Then continue this process until you've identified each of the points that are important to her. The reason why you want to understand the issues on her mind is because only then can you address them. But if you don't dig down and find out everything that's on her mind, you're going to be extending this over a long period of time as you go overcome one objection after another over a period of time. So anyway, you need to learn where they're standing right now, what additional information they need to know to make a decision. So step 5 is, hang on just a second. Step 5 is where you actually ask for the decision. When you're successful at building your prospects' belief and confidence in the business and their ability to succeed, they're generally going to be ready to go ahead and get started. Sometimes they'll tell you that they're ready to get started, and sometimes you'll need to actually ask for the decision. Now, when asking for the decision, you want to be sensitive and perceptive. Be aware of the signals your prospect is sending you. If you sense someone's not prepared to make a decision, don't push. Nobody likes to be coerced. When people are not ready to make a decision, something is holding them back, and you need to identify what it is. On the other hand, if you're talking with someone who's positive about your business, you need to go ahead and ask for a decision. Now, here's a couple of different questions you can ask for people who are interested. Well, hey Pam, now that we've talked about each of the things you wanted to learn more about, would you like to know your next step? Or you can say, Sue, based on the information you've reviewed to this point, is there anything else you need to know before I explain how to get started? When people are ready to learn the actual steps to getting started with your company, walk them through the process and the cost to get started. You'll want to get people started in the business the same way that you got started. So once you explain to people how to get started with your company, then you want to ask for the final decision to get started. Here's some more examples on that. Mark, I'm really looking forward to working with you. I feel that we can build a successful business together. I understand your goals, and I believe that we can accomplish them by working together. In fact, I'd really like to enjoy helping you achieve them. Is there anything else you need to know before we get started, or are you ready to go now? So if there's still something that he needs to know, discuss it and then ask him if he's ready to get started. And also by asking the question that way, is there anything else you need to know, or are you ready to get started now? You're not asking for a yes or no answer. He's got to answer. He's got to give you a definite answer there. He'll either tell you there's something else he needs to know, or he's going to say, let's get started. So you always want to try not to ask a yes/no answer is what I'm getting to on that one. So that was a good way of wording that. Another one is, Tara, we've got a great team of people who are going to be very supportive and helpful to you. I'm confident that together we can help you accomplish your goals. Is there anything else you think you need to know, or are you ready to get started today? Again, not a yes-no answer there, yes-no question. That question makes them either give you a specific objection that they have or say that they're ready to go ahead and get started. So here's another one. Peter, I really think we could have a lot of fun building this business together. If we were to team up together, what would you expect from me as your sponsor? Now, if you're comfortable with that response, reach out and shake his hand or whatever and say, you can count on me. I look forward to working with you. If he responds by saying he's looking forward to working with you, you can safely assume he's ready to get started. So just pull out the company application form if you're there face-to-face, or pull it up on the computer and just start filling out the application form right then. You don't even have to ask. You can assume and just move right on. So when asking for a decision, if you sense some hesitation, you want to continue with a little gentle probing. You might ask, hey Mark, I can tell you're excited, but at the same time, I sense there's something holding you back. Is there still something unresolved in your mind? Is there something that you'd like to know more about? If there is something, ask him if he would be open to discussing it with you. So some people are going to be reluctant to share what's holding them back. It may be that they're questioning whether they will have adequate time available, or it might be that they're questioning whether they think that they can really be successful. They may be wondering how supportive their spouses are going to be. It could be any one of 50 different things that have nothing to do with your business. When there is something holding people back, carefully identify what it is so that you can discuss it with them. As an example, when people question their own skills and abilities, they generally won't volunteer that information. However, if you treat them like a friend and ask them what's on their mind, they'll generally tell you what's holding them back. So by taking your time to learn more about people's hidden concerns, you'll often be able to help them work through whatever it is that's holding them back. And if you don't identify people's hidden concerns, you can't help them, and even worse, you won't know why they're not making a positive decision. Aristotle once said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. So you want to develop the habit of digging down deeper, trying to get to the limiting belief that they have that's holding them back. I want to talk a minute about building that belief. If you're not successful in getting that positive decision for any reason, then you need to continue to build people's belief in themselves and in your business. Keep in mind that most people, their greatest reservation is their lack of self-confidence. Since building a business is something that they may have done before, it's natural for them to have reservations about their ability to build a successful business again. Knowing this, continue to say things that will build their confidence and their ability to be successful. Look for positive attributes in people and tell them why you believe they can be successful in this business. The more convinced you sound when building their confidence, the more convinced and confident that they'll become, and the more likely they'll join the business. Mike Klingler said, belief is the foundation of all activity. So here's some options for building belief. When you have completed all the steps so far to gaining a positive decision, but yet your prospects are just not ready to quite get started, you've got several ways you can continue building their belief. Set up a time to get together for a one-on-one session, face-to-face if you haven't done that yet. If your discussions up to that point have been over the phone, of course. Invite them to a private business reception if there's one available in your area. Urge them to watch an online video if available. Have them join the next conference call or webinar that we offer. Set up a time to get together with one of your business partners for a 2-on-1 face-to-face briefing if that's available. If not, then you want to set up a 3-way call with one of your upline members. Invite them to attend a local event if there's one available nearby. Ask them to review some other tool in the wide range of company tools that we have. Request that they review your website, your Youngevity website, and then set up a time. Have them go through the tour again on your website, and then set up a time to talk again. Knowing your next step is a critical part of this belief building process. Whatever you do, you must schedule the next appointment. We've talked about that yesterday. You've got to schedule that next appointment. You need to try to do it within 48 hours so life doesn't distract them. So if at any time you don't have an appointment to talk again, you're going to lose momentum and your chances of getting a positive decision are going to be drastically reduced. So always schedule the next appointment, like I said, within 48 hours. Remember, this is a business of momentum, and you don't want to get this far down the road with people and then lose your momentum. If you set a firm appointment, either talk by phone or in person, then your prospect knows the next step. You know the next step, and ideally your prospect will be prepared for your next conversation. So just be prepared. When you have an appointment to meet with somebody, it's important that you are prepared for the meeting. Here's some things that you should carry with you to do a meeting face to face. If necessary, put the things in a box in your trunk of your car so that they're always with you and you're always prepared. You want to have some type of presentation book. The tablet presentation's fantastic. When you join the business, especially if you join as CEO, you're going to have a book, a training manual in there. Keep that with you. You want to have one of your company's presentations or belief building CDs or DVDs. We've got a whole arsenal there of CDs and DVDs. We got the Mineral Story. You've got the business presentation about Steve Schultz. The list is endless as far as the tools that we have. I wish we had these tools 3-4 years ago. I'd be a whole lot further along now than what I am. You have a selection of your company's printed materials available. There's all kinds of things you can order from the company's website or even download and print yourself. A copy of this training booklet might be something you want to keep with you, and anything else that your upline members might want to suggest to you. I came across one yesterday on thanks to Dr. Wiedemann on the YGY University website, and it's called a info pack. I haven't put the link to it up yet, but it's ygyuniversity.com/infopack, INFOPACK.PDF. This is a fantastic little tool. It's got the deficiency chart on there, the 4 types of deficiencies Dr. Wallach talks about. It's got a self-evaluation health questionnaire, where it walks right down through questions to ask about their health, and it has a product order form. So that's a great little tool to add to your arsenal that I'm going to add to my arsenal that I did not have before. So anything like that that your upline business partners might want to suggest, you want to add to your kit that you keep with you. Now, when people are ready to get started, take out the application, and with your pen in hand and the application in front of you, ask, where would you like your check mailed? To your home or your office? Begin filling out the form one section at a time. When you're done, request that they approve by signing their name. Always fill out the application agreement on their behalf rather than asking them to fill out the form, because the form's unfamiliar with them. So you want to fill it out right there in front of them and then turn it around and ask them to sign. Just to kind of wrap things up here, the one thing that stands between the prospect on your list and their long-term success in your business is this: their belief that their time spent in eager pursuit of your business, utilizing the strategies and principles taught by you, will cause them to get more than they might get by directing those hours in any other business effort. That's your job. That's your job to put that feeling into them about the business. One of the most unique benefits of network marketing business, the network marketing business model, is the fact that anybody can build a successful business if they'll just apply themselves and commit to growing and developing each day. We've got stories in our company of people from all socioeconomic statuses. I mean, you've got the college kid up in Kansas that got the car bonus and became Diamond SEMD in 10 days. We've got also on Barb Pitcock's team, there's a lady that's in her 80s that qualify for the car bonus in no time flat. We've got Cheryl Worley. She worked at a fast food restaurant when she started the business. She's the one that ended up recruiting Tom Chenault, but she started out at a fast food restaurant. You've got Andre Vaughn and Steve Schultz, school teachers. So you got people from all different walks of life that have been successful in the business. So if you'll work your business diligently over the next 3 to 5 years, focusing on constant and never-ending improvement, self-improvement, you can enjoy a quality of life that very few people are fortunate enough to enjoy. All it takes is about 3 to 5 years to become successful to the point that you don't have to worry, that you have your time freedom and you have the freedoms, the financial freedoms that you want. So be sure to listen often to the training series. Be sure to go to the website and go through the strategies for success that I've got listed there, and the audios and videos that are on there. Be sure to go to do this over and over and over again and learn as much as you can. We're going to try now to move on one day next week, get to the last step, which is getting your partners started off properly. Hopefully we'll have a chance to do that next week. Got to see what Brandy's schedule is for the calls, but I'm sure we'll get that in there somewhere. But want to unmute the call now, see if there's any questions anybody might have. Hang on. All right. Anybody have any questions about anything that I've recommended so far or talked about so far? Sure. Hello. Yeah, I had some difficulties getting it up there yesterday, so it will get up there today. I've not used the mobile app. I mean, I've put it on my phone, and I think when they very first came out with it, you were able to send people to look at the video, but beyond that, I've not done anything with that app. Right. No, I've not used that, but to be honest, I've never had somebody not give me the information or even be reluctant to give me their information. I've never had a problem getting a social security number out of anybody, and I've never had any problem with getting their credit card information. So, you know. Well, you know, when I started, I've told you all the story before. When I started in network marketing, years ago, and decided I wanted to do network marketing, I had no support whatsoever. So when I came back with Brandy this past year and joined under her, I made the commitment to myself that I'm not going to be one of those people. I'm going to be here, be available to people, and I'm going to help people, whether you're in my downline or across line, because quite frankly, eventually all of you are going to be in my downline. When I reach when I reach the appropriate rank. I mean, when you hit the senior vice chairman marketing director, you earn from the global revenue sharing pool. So everybody's in your downline. So, I'll just, that's the approach I'm giving, planting the seeds, sowing, like Jill Marone says, I'm sowing the seeds now because, some point in the future, I'm going to harvest those seeds. So, I try to do what I can, guys, to help, and I hope at some point some of you guys return the favor. I know Dr. Wiedemann's definitely returned the favor many times. So, well, I know Dr. Ariaza has a big group down in Miami, so you might want to, reach out to Dr. Ariaza and start working, with their group. You don't want to jump ship and switch lines or anything. That's not something we do. But start working with them because I know he's got a big group in Miami. A lot, especially in the Hispanic community down there. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Well, Dr. Wallach and Brandy have definitely been down there for the last 2 weeks, opening up Brazil. I know that they've done lots of radio interviews and TV stuff, and they've been very busy. I can tell when they're doing stuff because the visits to my website, jump drastically every time Dr. Wallach mentions the website. So I know he's down there working it. And YGYuniversity.com, and it's called infopack.pdf. There's all kinds of good information on their website, though. That's I think that's Todd Smith and Blake Graham's website, maybe. I'm not sure, but it's all kinds of great information there. That's the thing about this business. There's so many different ways to do this business and be successful in this business. It's just a matter of finding which one fits your personality. So, if you're not comfortable with what you're doing right now, look at what some of the other lines in longevity are doing and how they're doing the business. Look at the way Brandy does it. The way Brandy does it and the way I do it aren't the same. She does a fantastic job with all these events. It's just not I enjoy the events, but to me, the trying to find business builders is my way to do it. Of course, what's his face? I can't think of his name now. Up in New York, Bernie Owens. He built his entire business on one product, Cherry Mints. He's been with Dr. Wallach since the beginning, and that's it. He talks to everybody about Cherry Mints, and he's $1 million earner. So there's lots of different ways of building the business. You just got to find your little niche and your way, and there's plenty of leaders in this company that are willing to share what they're doing. Paul Croto he's brought his philosophy from Drink ACT with him. He's got some fantastic stuff that really appeals to younger generations. Todd Smith and Blake Graham have their style of doing it. I have, of course, my style, Tom Chenault, in his coffee shop interview. So, there's lots of different things to do here and lots of places to find the information. And I've linked to a bunch of it on my bestnetfund.com website. And in fact, I can't find it now. Hang on a second. On my BestNet Fund thing, the 90 for Life training manual that I tell people to download, that was done mainly by Paul Croto. I've updated some of the links in it, but that came from his Drink ACT days. So, I utilize lots of different tools in my business, and not just within longevity. I still highly encourage every single person on here to go get Eric Worre's book. Go to bestnetfund.com, click on that link to the 7 steps to becoming a network marketing professional, and buy that book. I don't care which system you use to build your business. The insights from that gentleman in what makes this business tick is just phenomenal. He is retired now from his network marketing business because he earned such a big income from it, and he's now spending all of his time enjoying himself and training people. So, he's not one of these guys that went out there and started a training thing but never did it. He actually did it. He built a business. He's been in several companies he built a big business and it failed. That's kind of the way things seem to go. I know that his last business was send out cards. So he's done it in the trenches, and he's put together his information. And this book, to me, of all the books I have ever read on network marketing, and I've read a bunch of them, it's by far the best. And I really encourage all you guys to go to that link and get that book in one of the different formats. And I know somebody asked me yesterday about the audio book. I'm sorry I have not had a chance to look that up, but I will get that information and put it up there on the website too. That's fine with me. Before I go, let me give you all my information again. My name is Keith Abell. It's Abell. My website, my blog is keithabell.info. KeithabEll.info. The training website is Best Net Fun. That's B as in boy, ESTNETFUN.com. There's lots of good information on there. Also, if you get a chance, go check out GiveDoc90days.com. That's the website Dr. Wallach gives out all the time on all of his radio interviews and everything. It's a website I put together for him. There's a little link, a little button on the right-hand side of that website where it will translate the website into multiple different languages. That's something he asked me to do since he was going to Brazil and they spoke Portuguese down there. Unfortunately, it doesn't change the audios into the other languages in the videos, but it does change all the printed material on there to the other languages. So that's something else that you can use to share with people. I made that site to be a site that's something everybody can use as a tool. So, you know, Give Doc 90 days. That's 90. GiveDoc90days.com. And there's also a Facebook page with the same name. And the Facebook page, I encourage people to put testimonials on there. Do not, I'm going to say this with emphasis, if on the Facebook page, if you get on there and promote your business or some other business, I will delete the post. I want the Facebook page to be a page that's safe for anybody to go to. You don't have to worry about somebody else promoting their longevity business and getting your lead. So I want that Facebook page to be a place that you can send leads to safely. And it's also titled Give Doc 90 Days. All right, guys, have a great day. Let's go out and treat this business as a profession. Let's be professionals. I swear to you, if you take the attitude that you're taking your business to that next level to become a pro, things will change drastically for you. I encourage you for the month of September to take the 20 and 28 day challenge. You'll actually have 30 days to get it done in September, but I highly encourage you to take that challenge. You will find that on the training website under the tab, well, actually it says 28 day challenge. So that you'll find that challenge right there. The little video by Eric Worre on what you're supposed to do. That's all there is to that page. When you click on it, it just takes you straight to Eric Worre's video, and it's about a 46-minute long video. So if you want to take your business to the next professional level, go watch that video sometime this weekend. Sit down where you've got some time, watch the video, and then start September off with a bang. All right, talk to you guys later.